Okay, the next rhythm that we're going to talk about is actually one of my favorites, and it is the triplet. The triplet is a great rhythm. It's got a very unique feel to it. I will tell you that at first it's a tough rhythm at first to get, only because of the way it feels and the sync of it, the synchronicity of how it moves. But it is a very fun rhythm. It's got a special feel to it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. All right, so let's just review a little bit. When we were working on our stick warm up, or our stick warm ups, we were talking about the 8th note and we talked about the 16th note. Okay, now believe it or not, there's another note, and that is the triplet, that sits between the count of the 8th note and the 16th note. Okay, it sits right in the middle of those two. So let's talk about it. First, let's review the 8th note. We said, first of all, let's review that the quarter note is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we said the 8th note, we're throwing in the and in between each one of the counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? Then we said the 16th note is a slight bit faster because we have to not only have one and, but we've got to also put E and in there as well. So there's 4 beats that have to go into one count. Okay, so that sounds like this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, so let's put those 3 together and feel how that count moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay? So the triplet. What is the triplet? Well, triplet means 3. So if you think about it, the 8th note has 2 beats, the 16th note has 4 beats. So the triplet has 3 beats that's sitting between those. And the way we count it is we're taking out of the 16th notes, we're taking the E out and we're splitting its time up in between all 3 of those notes, and it counts like this: 1 and no E, it's 1 and Okay, here's how it sounds: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, let me show you how it rhythmically sounds when we're moving through the different beats that we've learned so far. Okay, quarter note: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, if you notice, there's a big jump between the triplet into the 16th. Not as big of a jump rhythmically between the 8th note into the triplet. Listen to that again: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Okay, here's how I like to explain the triplet. The triplet feels, if any of you in this group watching are of the age to be drivers, it feels like when you're between 2 cars. Let's say you have a car driving in front of you and then you have a car in back of you, and you got to stay right in the middle of those 2 cars. You're kind of moving forward a little bit, but you don't want to go too fast because you don't want to bump the car in front of you. But you got to slow down, but you don't want to slow down too much because you don't want to bump the car behind you. So you have to sit in what's called the pocket. You got to sit between those 2 cars perfectly as you're moving along. Well, the triplet is that way. So the triplet kind of has this thrust feel to it, but then it backs off. Okay, let me play it for you again. The triplet, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, the 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay? One of the things to remember when playing it, in its sticking right now, the basic way that we're learning it. Now we may down the line, sometimes the sticking may change a little bit only based on what we're doing in our music. But when we're just playing the triplet standard, it's straightforward. Your right, left hands are just like playing regular eighth notes. The only thing that really makes it become the triplet that you feel it is where you're pushing the pulse on the downbeats, meaning the front of the counts, where the count happens. The 1, 2, 3, 4. So notice when I play an eighth note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, all of those counts are falling on my right hand. 1 and 2 and the ands are all on the left, but I'm stressing them with my right. If I'm playing a 16th note, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. By the way, we haven't put it in our lesson just yet, but we'll go ahead and talk about it right now. Anytime we hit a particular beat stronger than the others, we call that an accent. We're accenting that one beat, okay? We're stressing that one pulse. That's an accent. So in this triplet, when you're learning the triplet, the best way to learn it is learn how to accent on the change of the beat. So here's what makes the triplet unique, is that because we're going right, left, and yet there's only 3 counts, it's causing our accent to change in hand, okay? Now, in playing percussion, one of the most important things about us teaching percussion is teaching all of our limbs to become balanced. Okay, a lot of drummers tend to become only strong in certain rhythms based on what they are. If they're a right-handed player, they tend to have a fast right hand, but their left hand can't normally play nearly as fast. Same thing with their feet, okay? The feet, their left foot, I mean, if you're a right-handed drummer, your right foot is normally on your kick drum. You're much faster there. Your left foot normally seems to be slower. Here's the deal. The importance of percussion before playing drum set is learning how to become balanced in all of your limbs. And this is what these exercises do. So the triplet is super important because it's going to teach you how to become balanced in all of your limbs. Okay? Again, that's why we love this rhythm. And it's got a great feel to it when you learn how to do it. So let's try it together. 1 and a 2, okay? Our count is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. You count with me as well. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now be careful, because what happens is when you do it, you're wanting to always, some of you I can tell, even watching this, you're wanting to go back to your right hand to make sure you get that count. 1 and a 2 and a. You're wanting to put both of the other counts on your right hand, on your left hand, going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now, as great as that seems, like it sounds right, but it's not accurate when we're teaching balance. And right now, that's what this exercise is for. It's about balance. Now, later we may do a drum beat where we're going and that'll work. But when we're working on the triplet warm-up, no, we want it to be balanced between the limbs. So let's learn how to change our accent now to our left hand when it's supposed to be 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, let's try it, doing it at 100 beats per minute on the first rep of the triplet exercise 1. Okay, triplet exercise 1. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. There you go. If you have to, if you're still struggling to keep your hands steady, just get the count. Don't play the ones in between.
2, 3, 4.
Get the ones in between and feel where the change is. Make sure you're getting the right and left changing up,
1,
okay?
2,
Here we go.
3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, right. Now back. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
4.
Okay? Now this time through, as you're getting better with it, at the end of the phrase, there's a double hit that happens on the at the end. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a right, left, right, left, right, left, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 right. Very good. Okay. That seemed like that was a long lesson, but you're going through that. Get that down. That was at 100 beats per minute. Once you can get the 100 beats per minute down, just doing the standard triplet, don't even throw that extra accent in. Then see if you can work on putting that last set of accents of 4 on the right hand in and take that up to, this one really tests you out. If you can do it at 100, go up to 110, 120, you're doing really good, okay? That's good. If you can push it up to 140, 150, 160, you're really doing something, okay? And listen, that is super, super hard. So if you can get it there, great job, great job. But even being able to get it in the 100 to 130 range, that's really good, okay? All right, work on that.